What is going on, everybody, ladies and gentlemen? SimplyPops back at it again with another jailbreak tweaks of the week. This week is all completely free tweak. Now, of course, I'll throw the wallpaper link down below. I actually took this picture so you guys can follow me on Instagram at SimplyPops. I was in LA. This is going to LAX. Let's just jump right into it. The first tweak, we have CallBlocker. Now, CallBlocker is automatically going to block calls. So all those spammy calls, the BS numbers that you get day to day, it's automatically going to block those numbers. And sometimes with these spammy robot-y calls, it looks just like your number, but it might change one digit. Now, I wish I could show you guys, but I can't. I just don't feel comfortable showing you guys phone numbers on my phone. Next up, this tweak right here is called Airport. Now, Airport is going to allow you to connect AirPods 2 on iOS 12.1.1 or lower. The new AirPods are out, the new AirPods 2, but you have to update your device, and once you update, you lose your jailbreak. But with this tweak, Airport, you can connect your AirPods. And let's say you have the original AirPods, the AirPods 1. You still have like themes, so I can have it all black, as you guys can see right there. Let's close it. You have the wireless case. So on the picture, if you look at it closely, that's the wireless case that Apple sells for $80. And yeah, that's Airport, completely free. That's just amazing. Allow AirPods 2 support. Next up, we have a tweak called SelectionPlus, and all it is going to completely change the selection panel. I'm going to tap on this, and you guys can see that is just completely different. So you have the icon next to it, just looks a lot better. All right, it's exactly the same. I'm overreacting. It's exactly the same. Instead of tapping on the arrow, it's just a nice little motion here. Now, next up, we have a tweak called REPROVISION. Now, REPROVISION, I'm going to keep on mentioning this tweak on every video because it's just that important. REPROVISION is going to automatically sign your jailbreak utility applications. Any utility is automatically going to sign within that, maybe like the 5th day, 7 days, that's when your jailbreak application expired. This is automatically going to sign it, so you don't have to plug it into a computer. You don't have to do anything. You just let this tweak do its work in the background, and it's automatically going to sign that application. We have a tweak called Boulders. Now, I see Apple doing this in iOS 13, and it's going to completely redesign the folder, so you guys can see everything is nicer. You can see how many apps that's in the folder, so 21 apps. You can see the nice big title, games, and actually I can even add more apps to the screen if I want to, and I see Apple adding this. Now, next up, this tweak right here is called AUTOUNLOCKX. This is a classic, but if you have an iPhone 10, 10s, 10s Max, 10R, so as soon as it scans your face, it's gonna just unlock. Now, if you have a notification on screen, it's not going to automatically unlock. It's going to unlock it, but it's not going to automatically open. And even so, if you're playing music, it's not going to automatically unlock. As you guys can see, you see that lock icon. Maybe I want to skim through the music, get to the next track. I could do so just like that. Next up, we have a tweak called CCLINKER. So now you can get to your Wi-Fi settings quickly by just tapping and holding the Wi-Fi icon. It's going to open up the settings, and it's going to take you directly to your Wi-Fi settings. Same thing with Bluetooth. Boom, just like that, without going into settings and all of that. Even with your carrier, your everything is right here. And even if you want to just get to your settings, just tap and hold the airplane icon, and it's going to take you directly to your settings app. And also, one more thing, if you tap and hold the music platter, it's automatically going to open up your music applications. And you can even change the music application. Literally any app, you can have it open up YouTube, or you can even have it open up Instagram if you want to. Next up, classic tweak. This one here is called BARMOJI. So as you guys can see, normally on the iPhone 10, this will be a complete empty space, but with BARMOJI, it utilized that space, and it puts your recently used emojis right down there. So I have the lit emoji, the laughing emoji. Those are my most used emojis right there. Next up, we have a simple tweak called Arkrome, and all it is exactly the same thing like battery percentage 12, but it's just supported with A12 devices such as the iPhone 10s, 10s Max, 10R. It just puts the battery percentage inside the icon. You guys can see the number. And this thing can actually change colors depending on the percentage that you're on. If you're charging, it'll be green. Next up, we have a tweak called Bezon, and it's going to allow you to customize your charging sound. So for me, I have this sound. Let me hold it over the mic so you guys can hear. Comment down below, where did that sound effect came from? I mean, it's an Apple product that we all should know. If you're an Apple guy, you should know that one. So you have a bunch of sound effects here. So you have Mario. I just like that one, the special tone, man. But I like that. I see Apple added that into iOS 13 maybe, like that special. Next up, we have a tweak called LIVERINGS. Now, this is nothing new. It just recently got updated for iOS 12 and A12 devices. And all it is, you guys can see, this is my activity app. And if you guys don't know, it's for the Apple Watch. So anytime I take steps or exercise, or, you know, if I burn any calories, it's automatically going to update right there in real time. So similar to the clock application, as you guys can see, is moving right now as we speak. It's going to just be the same thing like LIVERINGS. So if I launch the app, it's exactly like how it is on the icon. So LIVERINGS is just that little attention to detail that refines iOS and makes it more alive, in my opinion. Next up, we have a tweak called SELECTOR. Now, let's say you find a word, a Spanish word for this instance. You don't know what it means. Now you have to copy it, then go to Safari or go to the Google Translate app. Instead of you doing that, just select the word, double tap it, go all the way down to translate, and it's automatically going to translate it for you. This should be on stock iOS. It should be on stock iOS by now, but this is a tweak called SELECTOR. It's automatically going to translate any word into English for you. So yeah, you could do an entire sentence if you like, and you could just translate. So subscribe to me. This is exactly from Google Translate, and you can just tap down here to close it. Next up, we have a tweak called TapTime. And let's say you're browsing around on your phone, you're paying bills or whatever the case may be. You don't know what's today's date. You have to swipe up, then look for your calendar application and see the date. With this tweak, TapTime, you just tap on the clock. It's automatically going to show you the date. So you guys can see May 17, 2019, and it's going to go right back into the time. Very, very convenient tweak. Apple should add something like this. Next up, we have a tweak called WhitePointModule, and all it is going to add the white point toggle on your control center. So I'm going to swipe to my control center, and I have a white point toggle right down here. So I tap on it, now it is on. This is way faster than going into your settings, then going into your general, and then going into accessibilities, display accommodations, and then there it is, reduce white point. And yeah, so it's just going to reduce the intensity of bright colors. So you can have it on, so the screen is brighter, then you can turn it on. We have another simple one. This one is called double tap lock, and once you're on your home screen here, you just double tap anywhere, and it's gonna lock your device just like that without putting any wear and tear on your sleep wake button. Low power do not disturb is gonna enable low power mode once you tap on do not disturb. So I'm gonna enable do not disturb. My low power mode automatically toggled on. So if you have your phone face down, as you guys know, the screen doesn't turn on. If you get a notification, it just doesn't turn on. So it saves on battery life. This is like an ultra power saver mode too, in a sense. As soon as you cut it off, right? As soon as you turn it off, low power mode is disabled. Now a very, very simple tweak called StatusSwitcher is gonna just shows the status bar while you activate your control center. So as you guys can see, I have my status bar on the top there. Normally on regular iOS, the status bar is just gone. There's no status bar. But you guys can see on the regular iPhone, there's no status bar. This is a really cool tweak called Piano Pass. And all it is, you could play the piano to unlock your device. So for this case, you guys can see there's a piano key. And you just got to tap on the right keys to unlock your device. So if you just put in anything, it's just going to shake just like that to indicate that you have the wrong password. But if you put in the right password, boom, you're on your device. And as you guys can hear, it's a real piano. It's not going to lock you out, by the way. Now next up, we have a tweak called SmearOff. Now SmearOff is for OLED iPhones such as the iPhone 10, 10s, 10s Max. And all it is going to get rid of that ghosting OLED smearing effect on OLED devices. So just to show you guys what smearing is. This is how smearing looks. You guys can see there's like a gray box and then you have a white box, and it's kind of like it's lagging. Like it doesn't really look all that great. That's smearing. So it's not as natural of a movement. And basically with this tweak, it's just basically going to fix that problem. So it's an anti-smearing tweak. It's kind of hard to show you guys. I can activate dark mode, but I don't see any smearing. Maybe you guys might be experiencing this problem. That smearing doesn't bother me too much. Old Town Road is trended on Twitter. And that's what that tweak is aiming to do. It's still in beta. Some saying that's the reason why Apple didn't add dark mode yet to iOS, just because of this issue on OLED devices. Next up, we have a tweak called Thinner, and all it is going to make your clock and your date thinner. So as you guys can see, the date and the time is just completely thin, and it actually matches really well with the wallpaper. As you guys can see, the white and the thinness kind of makes it look a little bit more minimalistic. And not only that, you can hold more notifications on one screen. So without you swiping, you can see a lot of notifications now, just because of the clock and the date is thinner. So thinner makes things thinner, more minimalistic, more screen real estate. It's better. Next up, we have a tweak called TapVideoConfig, and you know it's annoying while you're shooting the video. You want to change resolutions, you have to go into settings, then camera, and then switch it like that. So time consuming. You might even miss that moment to take your picture or video. With this tweak right here, you just tap on the resolution on the top right, and you can automatically select which resolution you want to choose. So you have 60, 4K, 4K 30, 720, and yeah, just switch it right there on the fly. Easy. Very, very quickly, no problems. TapVideoConfig is just a must-have tweak. It's crazy when little kids be screaming, bro. You don't know if they in danger or if they had just having fun. And since we on the camera application, I may as well show you guys this tweak. This is called TapTapFlip, and I don't know why Apple didn't add this in yet, but basically if you just tap on the live area, it's gonna flip the camera around. And yeah, very, very easy, very, very convenient, especially if you're holding the phone one hand. You know, it's just more natural to just flip it around and then, you know, take a selfie just like that by pressing the volume up button. It's just a little bit more efficient. And next up, we have a tweak called BrowserDefault. So it's going to allow you to change a default browser, and instead of it being Safari all the time. So you can change it to Chrome, Firefox, just a bunch of browser, Dolphin, Opera. So now if I tap on the link, it's automatically going to open up in Chrome. So that's very, very cool. If you have a specific set browser, you don't like Safari, this is a perfect tweak for you. And just a quick little bonus tweak. This one here is called ANIMORE, and it brings the iOS 12.2 Animojis to iOS 12.1 right here on your jailbroken device. No need to update. You guys can see we have the owl, we have the ghost. Oh, tongue detection still works. You can still wink your eyes. You have the T-Rex, you have the hog, you have the giraffe, and you have the shark. Yeah, ANIMORE. Oh, and I'm about to die. Perfect time to end it. Every single tweak on this list is completely free. No need to spend a dime on none of these tweaks. So I hope you guys enjoy. And like I said, the wallpaper link will be down below. I completely took this picture. I edited. I did everything. And follow me on Instagram. There's a lot of great pictures. There could be even potential wallpapers there too. And make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment down below. What was that charging indicator sound?